Alright, what up? It's Shankster94, and welcome to day 2 of my live production of Resident Evil Dead Aim Remastered Weapon Review. So, if you guys take the time to read the description, my intention for today will be to organize the clips that I recorded yesterday, not yesterday, the other day. Basically, organize the recordings that I did last stream, and then we'll do a little bit of editing. I'm not going to do a whole lot of editing today, probably. You're going to see more organizing, more or less, but it is part of the editing phase, I would call it. So, what's up, Glitched Boy? I see you popped in. Not sure how many other people will pop in, but we'll see. Also, let me know if I start lagging or anything for you guys, because for this stream, I'm actually upping the quality just a little bit, since I'm going to be sharing my desktop most of the time, and some of the text might be very small, so I'm going to up the quality to 1080p 60, and I increase the bitrate just a little bit. But let me know if it suffers on your guys' end for any reason. Alright, is anyone else watching other than Glitched Boy? I think you're the only watching. You're the only one watching right now, dude. Well, that's okay. Hey, everyone else will see this post-production, and others will join in eventually, hopefully. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started. So, organization, here we go. So, organization. This folder is where all my recorded clips go from my recording device over to my left. Now, I'm not going to be using my TV here for this part of production, so that's why I'm actually wearing my earphones, and I could play audio through my PC rather than through that TV. So, not that that makes a difference. So, there are a couple of failed clips still in here, so this is a whole process. I have to sort of scroll through all of these just to make sure those are actual clips and not failed clips. So, yeah, I have to run through all of these. Luckily, it's not a whole lot. So, here we go. So, I started recording here for some reason.
Raccoon City.
Someone did a super chat there, apparently. See, it made it into the recording. I'm just trying to figure out what I did in this recording. Why did I record this? Oh, I think I know what this is about. This is part of a test recording that I did for the prologue to these live productions, I think. So that's actually an old clip. Actually, I should be able to tell just by the date. You could see it in the name of the clip. It was the 12th that I recorded this, while all the rest of it was on the 15th. Although these two say the 16th. That's interesting. But yeah, so that is a clip I do not need, so we're going to delete that. Alright, so let's check this clip. Okay, so this is probably where my introduction took place. It's the right setting. Yeah, so that's most likely my intro, and then this is where I get started reviewing the weapon. I don't know, though. The fact that I never leave this screen in the... Hey, Feargal. The fact that I never left that screen in the entire recording makes me want to think that's a failed clip. But before I go any further, let's... Good way to organize this. See, if I move it, you guys go infinite, but... Let's see. So I'm gonna have another window open. Yeah, on the left here, because these are my organized folders where I sent my audio clips. So those are already organized and named. So now I got to do the video parts, name them the same thing, put them in these folders, and then we'll be all ready to go and use the editor. So that one was the intro, so I'm just gonna move it right into there and call that one intro as well. There we go. Alright. And I'm just gonna quickly check. Still only one, it looks like. Wyatt is busy at the moment, but I have a feeling he'll pop in soon. Sooner or later. Alright. Well, continuing. Okay, so like I said, I think that one's a failed clip, but let me just check. So let me check this one. So I do something in that one. Okay, and now I'm testing the weapon out, so this is definitely the handgun introduction and test. So this first one, I'm pretty sure is a failed clip. Even if it turns out not to be, I'm just in the menu the entire time. So I could work some editing magic with the second one, and I'll make it work. So I'm gonna delete this first one, and then this one is gonna get moved into the handgun folder. And this one will also be called Handgun 1, to be right in line with its audio counterpart. Alright. The commentary. Alright, so this next one should be Handgun 2, where I test it on the zombies and then do final conclusions. And yes, I also had to redo it. So yeah, there you go. That's the handgun. That's Handgun 2 right there. So we'll move here. We'll name that Handgun 2. Alright. That's done with the handgun. So this next one should be the start of the silencer, which just on the thumbnail I could tell. So this is silencer, handgun, all the introductions, and probably testing it out. Yep, with bong. So go into the... There you go. Awesome. Alright, now we're gonna get the video counterpart of this audio clip, which should be right here. I'm not even gonna look at it. I just know because if you look closely in the thumbnail, there's the silencer right there still, and then this next clip is the burst one in frame, so there you go. Yeah, there weren't too many failed clips, so this should be very straightforward. Alright. I noticed okay. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised I don't got more people watching right now, because it is Saturday, so no one's in school right now. Whatever. Alright. Well, continuing on. Oh, I need to stop going to that. Alright. We're going to speed it up. So here's burst. Excuse me. Alright, this one has 3 clips. So, and that looks about right. I'm just going to put all 3 of these in here. Yep, there you go. Go. That's it for the bursts. Now for the assault rifle. Okay, there might be some failed clips in here because remember I tried like 2 different enemies with the assault rifle and didn't know if either of them was gonna work. So let me check these real quick. So this one is probably just the introduction of the assault rifle. So this one's... Okay, so yeah, that one's definitely not a failed clip. This is where I tested the assault rifle out and probably gave some people some seizures. So yeah, that's definitely going in there. as Assault 1. There we go. And then Assault 2 is the location of it, so that's probably this one. So this one is not a failed clip either. So it's the enemy testing that had a couple failed clips for sure. Alright, so it's most likely the last one that has the submachine gun in the thumbnail. Let me check that one. I'll go straight to it. It's a pretty long clip, as you can see. I'm already 3.5 minutes in here. Okay, so yeah, that is the made clip. So all 3 of these are most likely failed clips. That one, I don't do anything at all, so that one's getting deleted. Yeah, that was a hunter, and I decided that wasn't gonna do. Yep, same thing. So this one is the make with that thing. Alright, so that one is Assault 3. Took a little longer to transfer because it is a bigger clip, a lot of which will be cut out. Alrighty. Now you show up, what? I dare you to do a super chat, actually, because since I'm not recording anymore, you don't have to worry about that interrupting anything. But I actually made some modifications to the widgets, to both subscriber and super chat, so should test it out when you get the chance. Even if it's a flimsy $1 where you can't even attach a comment. So if we go back. Alright, so now I can tell from the thumbnail this is where the shotgun starts, so, and that's the next folder, so there you go. I'm going to put these down here so I could actually still see the stream just a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't, unless that annoys you guys, in which, yeah. I hope that doesn't annoy you guys. I think it looks cool. Alright, so should be 3 shotgun clips, which isn't hard to believe because there's 3 clips right there, and then this one starts with the Magnum in the thumbnail, so yeah, I'm just gonna assume those are all good. Because sometimes I am lazy, and if I feel like I don't need to look at everything in detail, I don't. So this is the introduction, most likely. This is the location. I can tell just from the thumbnail. And then this is, of course, the enemy test, so. Alrighty. Those are good. Alright, then the Magnum. There are 4 clips. One of them I didn't put Magnum 4. I wonder what that means. Well, these are MP3 files, so I can play these for a second.
Headshot.
Okay, so that was the headshot. So that was the final thing I did. So this is Magnum 4. I just forgot to rename it. I just forgot to put 4 in it. So 4 clips with the Magnum, eh? Well, one of these has to be a fail because I see more than 4 clips with the Magnum. No. This one's the grenade launcher, so these are the 4 Magnum clips right here. I thought it was Magnum because I saw the Magnum there, but over here is where I have my equipped weapon, and that's a grenade launcher. So, there you go. So we'll just move those right here. Okay. And we'll just name them accordingly. Magnum 1. Here, let's save some time. If I copy this part of the word. There you go. And now all the Magnum is organized. We're getting close already. And then the next one is grenade launcher. Alright, those are 3 clips total. And here they are. I can tell because this 4th one has the charged particle rifle, which is the last weapon. So these 3 just get moved here. And then GL1, GL2, GL3. Alright. Almost done. So, charged particle rifle only has 2 audio clips, but there's a lot more here. That is because this is where I slideshow a variety of enemies. So this one is most likely the location. So that is CPR 1. And then if I'm right, 2 is the location.
So the location of the
Yep. And which is this. CPR 2. Oh, it's because I put a space in it. There you go. All right, so the rest of the clips are independent of commentary associated, so I just have to place these in the order basically that I want to depict, like the slideshow of this charged particle rifle in action. So most likely I'll start with we'll start with groups of zombies. So this accordingly would be CPR 3. And then, yeah, we'll do Zombie Captain for CPR 4. There you go. And then... Okay, this was all for the sake of a cutscene, so I bet this one's a failed clip. So yeah, that didn't even get what I wanted. This one, however, did, I'm pretty sure. Yep, this is the cutscene for the handgun. So this clip actually belongs in the handgun folder. So this is handgun 3. There you go. Now if we go back to CPR. Continue. So after Zombie Captain, definitely we'll do Hunter. CPR 5. Alright. Then, yeah, we'll do Tyrant. And then we'll do the Halberd and Morpheus. So... And finally, CPR 8. The CPR has as many clips as the number of weapons in the game. How's that? And then this final clip over here is my outro. So that will just go in the main Resident Evil folder and just also be called outro. Alright, so I have organized all of my clips, both audio and video. What's up, Robert Neator? Yeah, so with it all organized, we could actually start editing now. And considering I've only been streaming for 20 minutes, I will definitely do a bit of editing before I end the stream today. I'm definitely not finishing production today. Might be a few days of editing for all I know. It just depends on my mood. I'm only live streaming what I feel like doing. So if I get bored really fast for some reason, then the stream ends fast. So that's just the way it is. But live streaming this to you guys actually is giving me more motivation than just if I'm not live streaming in normal life and doing content creating. So this is definitely a fun turn on it. I wonder if Wyatt left because I never saw that super chat. Glitched Boy, for my 10th anniversary, I should do a compilation of every explosion in my weapon review. So, every explosion, meaning whether it comes from a hand-thrown grenade, a grenade launcher, rocket launcher, do explosive headshots with a magnum count. They're explosive, but they're not technically an explosion. So, I don't know. But I realized I already do have a plan for, I think for my 10-year anniversary. I know I already have a plan. Right now, for some reason, I'm having difficulty remember, but I know I already had something planned. Damn. I'm gonna have to bring it up later, I guess. I want to say it's a compilation of every intro that I've ever done. But I know, right? Well, I'll waste time if I try to remember it, so I'm not going to try to remember it anymore. Alright, so let's begin the editing process. Here we go. There's a few things before I even put the actual clips in. So I'm going to open my primary editor, Adobe Premiere. Gotcha, Glitched Boy. See, I'm already planning on doing some sort of highlight reel for the end of my full plays, so I shouldn't do anything that could be included in that. So that may include certain times where there's headshots and whatnot. No, we're proud. You're not necessarily late. You're just tuning in later then. I didn't even get to answer that thing, but whatever. Alright, so I am going to open a new project. It won't let me do that. Okay. This is going to go in the same folder as all these clips. And I'm going to name the project REDA for Resident Evil Dead Aim HDWR for HD Weapon Review. So, yep. And not messing with any of those other settings. And I'm done doing this. Alright, so nothing in here right now. It's because we don't have any of our media imported yet. So to start, actually I'd prefer if this was up here. There we go. I'll just double click in here. Ha! That's where my live stream assets are. Okay, so Resident Evil. Okay, so before I do anything, actually, I should import the YouTube intro, of course. So I have a whole folder full of my intros, including discontinued ones. Oh yeah, I have a ton of intros, don't I? Not all of these are intros, though. Some of these are actually outros. But yeah. And for weapon reviews, it would definitely be the Ultimate Weapon Intro 60 updated frequently. So You guys get to watch this with me. This is that all familiar weapon intro.
Okay, it's game time.
Get down!
Hostile away.
Feast on this!
Alright, so that's my intro. I could watch that over and over again. It really is badass, isn't it? Alright. And I'm sure all of you could watch it over and over again too. That's why I think that for the 10-year anniversary, another evolution of my intros might actually be okay. But I can't remember if that actually was the idea I had. But still can't remember, so... That is a idea that I have, for sure. The only reason I may not like it as much as I can is because I've done that before. I've actually done that a couple times in the past. Twice before I've done like a compilation of intros. One of them might still be on my channel right now, actually. I don't know. I could look, but that's off topic. So anyway, let's get into editing. So... before I drop the intro into the timeline, I am going to import one of the actual clips now. Specifically, of course, the intro. Both the audio and video portions. So, import both of those files. Alright, no problem at all. So, I'm going to drop the video in. The reason I'm dropping this in first and not the intro is because I want my sequence to match the video codec settings of this clip. And I want the entire project to be based around those settings. It'll give you the best audio video quality possible. So with that dropped in there now, and if I go to sequence and sequence settings, this is a custom 60 frame per second 1280 by 720p video codec. Audio 48,000 hertz, that's perfect. All that's good. Alright, 60 frames is kind of awkward. I wish it said 59.9. It's like 59.96 or something like that. But anyway, that's good enough. 60 frames per second is fine. Alright, so with that, now I will put my intro in here. Unless I can't for some reason. Oh, there you go. Oh, I know what's wrong. It's because this right here isn't selected. See? There you go. Okay, so something weird. So this project is going to be in 720p. And my intro was exported and created in 1080p. What happens at first is this.
Okay, it's game time.
So basically, the resolutions aren't matching. So since this is a 1080p file, this is, in terms of display, bigger than the 720p source that I'm putting it in, or destination. So in order to match the size of everything else, I need to downscale this. So shrink it, and there's actually a specific number when I shrink 1080p to 720, and that's 67. There you go. Now it's in perspective.
Okay, it's
perfect.
game time.
Could play through that constantly, but yeah, could get annoying really quickly. Yeah, I'm just glancing at your guys' chat every once in a while. High quality HD already. So yeah. Alright, we got the intro in there. Alright, and this is where the weapon review will begin. So right here. So maybe like right there, I'll have this fade in. Maybe a little closer, like right there. Perfect. All right. Beep. All right, so video clips in, and now we're gonna insert my audio commentary.
What up at Shankster94?
Perfect. So, one thing I'm gonna do. Yeah, I do want to increase the size of those things just a little bit. There you go. Forgive my OCD. This needs to be a specific width. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. That's how I like it right here.
What up at Shankster?
All right, so here's where we do some deep editing. So
What up at Shankster94, also known as the Gamer Shankster, and welcome to my remastered weapon review of Resident Evil Dead Aim. So as usual with my content, as most of you dedicated viewers already know, I'm practically unable to jump right into it without wanting to say a bunch of stuff. So I'll be courteous and provide you impatient scrubs with a timestamp.
Alright, so that's where I mentioned a timestamp, so that's where I gotta put it.
With a time.
About right here. So I have a hotkey designed to open up titler. Yeah. Alright, we'll call this skip. And I'll put it right above Bruce's head. And one of my favorites in my signature style of typography. And I don't know the exact number of when it begins right now, so we'll just start with 0, 0, 0. And we'll edit it later when I do find the spot where the review actually starts. And I'll increase the size to about right there. And then I'm going to center it up on the picture. There you go. All right. So I have that title right in there. And we'll fade it in just for fanciness.
With a timestamp to get straight to the weapon showcase. So to start, let me explain what I mean by remastered. This is simply a high-definition rendering of the PS2 title.
And I'll let the skip be up for like that long, and then I'll fade it out.
PS2 title. This game natively runs at 480.
Alrighty then, so here, watch the whole thing.
Scrubs with a timestamp to get straight to the weapon showcase. So to start, let me explain what I mean by remastered. This is simply a high-definition rendering of the PS2 title. This game natively runs at 480p standard definition. The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 1080p high definition is thanks to the PC.
See, this is where I start stuttering, and this is where editing's really gonna come into play. So that whole section's all good.
1080p high definition is thanks to the PC. See, I have speech impediments. It's thanks to the PCSX2 PS2 emulator.
Alright, so that's where I make it. So, since I was recording the game and recording my commentary at the same time, this should all be matching up pretty closely. The thing about this clip, though, this is just an establishing intro clip. I'm not really doing anything in it. As you can see, I'm just moving the camera around a bunch. So I don't need to keep it synced. It can go off sync and be perfectly fine. So I'm only going to be cutting up the audio track in this case, not the video track. or I should say commentary track. Because look, here's video track, here's audio track, and here's commentary track. That is a good way to look at it. So the game audio, I'm always going to keep at -7 decibels. So
PC. See, I have speech impediments. 80p standard definition. To title. Recognition. Is thanks to this game natively standard definition. The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 1080p high definition is thanks to my.
You know, one thing I just realized is that's actually a blatant lie right there. It's not in stunning 1080p 60. It's only 720p 60. I do not know why I didn't say that initially. Because, yeah, it's 720p.
The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 1080p high definition.
I could actually do something. I can work with this. Watch this. So if I open Audacity, and we're going to import that audio file. All right, and now I need to find where I say 7 or say 1080.
Definition. The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 1080.
How did I do that?
Stunning 10.
All right, so zoom in on this a bit. There you go.
In stunning.
So
Stunning.
right here is where I am about to say 1080. So we'll put a cut right there.
1080p high. P high.
And I'll cut it right before I say P.
P.
Alright, so I'll have that little section ready to be cut, but I'm not going to cut it just yet. So to reset the zoom. Oops. There you go.
P high definition is thanks.
Okay. So now the only place I can go... Well, no, I can record a new track. Alright. It is rigged with my ATR, so we're good. Watch this.
P high definition is thanks.
Oh, I can't do it that way because it will play along with that one. So instead, we'll go to the end of this track and start recording from there. 720p.
720p.
Oh, I didn't even need to say P. 720.
720.
Alright, let's amplify that and -2 decibels.
Or 720.
Okay, now I'm going to splice this in. So if we control 1, no, actually control 3 to zoom out the timeline. Okay, so it's way over there. So what I'll do is I will cut that little snippet, go here. There we go. Delete that snippet and just paste right in there. Will that work?
The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 720p high definition.
Okay, so it's in the right spot, so now I just need to do some very close editing. So we're gonna zoom in here. Okay, get it pretty wide. See, I'll delete all the silence.
In 720p high.
Let's see.
In stunning 720p high definition.
It needs to be cut just a little closer on that part. Oops.
Stunning 720p high definition. And stunning stunning 720p high definition. Stunning 720p high definition. Seeing it in stunning 720p high definition is thanks to my.
So does that sound nice?
You're seeing it in stunning 720p high definition.
Maybe I should just say 720p in one recording, because
20p high definition.
right there it almost sounds obvious.
Stunning 720p high definition is thanks. Seeing it in stunning 7.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of the stunning, because 720 is not that stunning.
Seeing it in stunning. In stunning. In 7. You're seeing it in 720p high definition is thanks to my. You're seeing it in 720p high definition is thanks to my.
Okay. So I fixed that continuity. So now we'll go ahead and re-export this. Select all. Re-export it as intro. Alright, now that we did that, I'll delete that and re-import it.
Just stuff. Standard 1080p high definition, 80p standard definition. The fact that you're seeing it in stunning 1080. What up at Champing of the PS2 title. This game natively runs high definition is thanks to the fact that you're seeing it in 720p high definition.
Okay, so that's edited, so it shouldn't.
By remaster. This game, the fact that you're seeing it in 720p high definition.
There you go. Haven't checked you guys' chat in a while. What have you been saying? Huh. You've been chatting away. Oh no, I just checked. Nova Proud, when I finish playing Resident Evil 4, will I remaster that weapon view? Hell yeah. And that will be that will be fun, because it'll be a frame rate increase, so it'll be quite interesting. I know, yeah, Wyatt is very busy right now. He popped in, and that's all I expect, really. Alright. Back to work.
Up at Shankster94, also known as THEGAMERSHANKSTER, and welcome to my remastered weapon review of Resident Evil Dead Aim. So as usual with my content, as most of you dedicated viewers already know, I'm practically unable to jump right into it without wanting to say a bunch of stuff. So I'll be courteous and provide you impatient scrubs with a timestamp to get straight to the weapon showcase. So to start, let me explain what I mean by remastered. This is simply a high definition rendering of the PS2 title. This game natively runs at 480p standard definition. The fact that you're seeing it in 720p high definition is thanks to my. The fact that you're seeing it in 720p high definition is thanks to my. Is thanks to my.
Is thanks to my.
Is thanks to the PC.
Make a cut right there.
Rendering of the it runs at 480 thanks to my definition is.
All right, that's where is perfection. I'll ripple delete that.
High definition is thanks to the P. Definition is thanks to the PCSX.
There you go.
Standard.
All right, I'm just gonna check the gain of this singular Yep, it's good.
high definition is thanks to the PCSX2 PS2 emulator that I have installed on my PC. This allows me to display the game much better than the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here...
Okay, so this is where I have to splice in some file footage of one of my older reviews, so...
much better than the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review...
So right here is when I need to splice it in. So I'm going to make a cut here.
My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of the...
Alright, so I'm going to import... Actually, for this, I'm going to open a separate folder and go to where all of my videos are archived. So if I go to my personal hard drive, external hard drive, then my YouTube videos, THEGAMERSHANKSTER. See, I've shown you guys this before, like when I was editing Resident Evil 7 weapons review. But yeah, this is where I organize all my stuff. I have 3 channels, so they're all here. My main channel, THEGAMERSHANKSTER, and then more folders, weapons, other, melee moves, full plays. We're going into weapons. Working on it, come on. Okay. So, yeah. Have a lot of weapon reviews. They're mostly in parts. The oldest ones you could see down here. But anyway, what I'm looking for specifically is footage of the old review of Resident Evil Dead Aim. So, here we go, Resident Evil Dead Aim Weapons Review Part 1. So we're going to open that up real quick, just to browse, just to look at it.
Okay.
Old weapon intro.
Hasta luego.
Oh yeah, I remember, I spliced that in. I wonder if I should do it again for this remastered weapon review. This is amateur, man.
What up, it's Shankster94, and welcome to my weapon review of Resident Evil Dead Aim.
Okay. That's enough browsing it. So... So yeah, that was an older video. Seeing my past self isn't always pleasant. Not dissing myself, I was cool then too, I know, but I definitely have improved since then. So yeah. Anyway, that also reminded me, something I might have to do before I go further on this one, is I do need to add, or I should say replace, the explosive headshots within my intro. So that opens another project altogether. So I'm gonna open recent or just open project. I believe this is right on my desktop. Ultimate weapon intro. There you go. Okay. It's got to locate some clips, unfortunately. That's okay. Oh, no. You're telling me I didn't put that into the folder. Hold on. I'm gonna check something. No, it wouldn't be on there. Maybe it will. I'm gonna check my laptop because the last time I edited the weapon intro, I was still on my laptop. And maybe the reason I can't locate this file is because it's actually still on my laptop. So, it's just detouring just a little bit. Yeah, if I open my Resident Evil folder there. Shoot. So what this means, basically, is the headshot from Resident Evil 2 Remake is not there anymore. And that is because I neglected to make a copy of that file and put it into the project folder where this weapon intro is made. So basically the only way I'm going to get that in here is if I just cut it straight from the actual file of the weapon intro, which I can do, but it may cause less efficient editing. So yeah, we're gonna have to skip that one. As for these things, I should be able to, man, these three are the only three that I'm gonna get in there. It's okay. It is okay. So let me locate these ones. Why exactly can't it locate that? Oh, it's, yeah. Reading. Resident Evil 0. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. There we go. Game 1. Game 1, Part 1. There you go. That matches. Okay, I got... So yeah, these two, unfortunately, are gonna be gone, so... Offline. Offline. Okay, so this is my actual project for the Resident Evil intro. Hey, Jack. Alright, so let me see this.
Okay, it's game time.
Shit, so right there is where it's gonna be tough. I cannot believe I didn't put that in there. I'm just waiting for that to finish. It's got to do that, otherwise you won't hear the audio. Yeah, Nova Proud. Well, it's not the full play. There is no full play of Remake 2. What I'll have to take it from is the actual intro file. So if I do this, well, I have both projects open right here. So look, if I okay, so yeah, here's the actual intro. If I copy and paste that into here, there you go. So here. It's a good thing I decided to do straight cuts there. That will make it easier. So if I put my endpoint right there. all the way till the white flash ends. Let's see how this looks. So actually, that is too much right there. So I only need it as far in as when the transition occurs, which I believe is right here. So that should be almost exact length. And it's looking like it pretty much is. If anything, it's just one frame too long. So with that in mind, we'll go one frame backward. And then now, yeah, it won't even give me the option to snap to the other end. So there you go. So that needs to go right here. See, there you go. It's almost fixed, just like that. The only problem is there's a weird jump cut here. It's because the effect isn't there anymore. So if I undo real quick just to see, it's a dip to white that lasts 30 seconds. Now redo. Apply default transitions. Oh, one thing I should also check is the audio transitioning. That only lasts 10 seconds. 10 frames, not seconds. So 10 frames right there. And then this will be, said 30, right? 30 frames, yep. There you go. So that's exactly how it is. And then right now it's just the default dissolve. So I need to change that to dip to white transition. There you go. Just like that. That part is fixed. So no problem. That was easy. So okay, so one thing I need to realize is, since that is the clip for Resident Evil 2, I almost should make that a separate clip and save it into the project where all these clips are coming from. So the majority of these my video projects. Ultimate Weapon intro. That's where all of these clips are stored. So here's what I'm gonna do. No, here. With no transitions currently on it. Shit. That's part of the introduction. So, yeah, it can be part of it. So if I put an in and out point right there, mute that part, not that it matters. I'm going to export that alone. Yeah, about 50 frames. I'm going to place that into that as RE2R. Oh. Oh, wait. It's there. Oh. I'm a dumbass. Okay. I didn't even look. That's my problem. I was impatient. Okay. We have a fix. So, watch this. If I'm gonna go ahead and close that and reopen it. Thing is, this cutscene, however, might still be gone, but the headshot I could save. Replace footage. There you go. So now if I navigate to this, what? Don't know why it's doing that. Giving me trouble. Whatever. It comes with the job. It can't undo anymore. Oh, okay, fine. I wish it would give me the option to locate it again. But replace footage should work the same way. But it's not. It's... So let me try something then. Since I had to make a copy of the project anyway. If I try reloading the original again... Okay, now it's giving me the option to locate the media again. So let's locate. All right, and then locate the headshot, which is back in Ultimate Weapon intro. All right. And then this is what might not be found, but let me just see. For the cutscene, I'll just simply have to... I could use a snippet from my actual weapon review. That's what I did the first time. So yeah, that one is going to stay offline. What the hell? It's doing it regardless. Alright, you want to be like that. Okay, so have to slightly modify this. Oops. Okay, let me fix that. Aspect ratio. There you go. Here, I know something I could do. If I could find my... Oh yeah, my original project. Okay. So if I look at the established intro already... Go frame by frame. The first frame is actually before he fires. So... If I go back here and undo... Yep, it's the frame before he fires, so it's right there. Okay, I think I know what I did here. Because it doesn't sound the same. I probably made some sort of audio edit to where I made it to where the shot actually occurred, or the sound of the shot actually occurred when the muzzle flash shows up. So if I check back here... Okay, that's obviously a little louder than it needs to be, so... The hell? Oh. I didn't even notice that was going on. Alright, that sounds about right. And now a white flash needs to go there. 30 frames long there, 10 frames long there. Change that to a dip to white. There you go. That's like it's supposed to be.
Get down.
Okay. So that cutscene is gonna have to be taken straight from my weapon review of it. So, yeah, intro. Have to wait for that because I am gonna need the sound in it. Oh, blind play. It would be kind of difficult. Because that is not something I recorded, so I would have to download it from YouTube first. Have no idea. Alright, that's done. So now, if we go into here, let's skip all the way.
Whoa, don't shoot!
Get down!
This will be perfect, because this is the cutscene. Alright, so I need to see where it actually begins.
Get down!
So the clip actually begins right before the cut to Leon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 frames before Leon's in view. So if we go back to this. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames. Do an endpoint there. I'll do the out point there. Okay, that's just a little too long, apparently. So, go a couple frames back. New out point. Okay, that's a couple frames too short. So the sweet spot must be right there. Yep, there you go. What's interesting is why that part is showing up blue, but the rest is... Oh, that has nothing to do with it. Okay. So actually, before I do that, let me see what these things are about. I really wish I could, like, keep these transitions and just replace this part. But let me see. Probably is a way, and I just don't know it. Alright, but these are cross dissolves. This one lasts 10 frames, while the other one lasts about 20 frames. And the same goes for the audio duration. Okay. That's fine. I'll just keep undoing between these. So 10, 11, 11, 21. No, that's 20, 21. 10, 11, 20, 21. Okay. Well, 10 will have to do. And it was something like that, I remember. This one was 20. And then this one was 21. Or 20. It's good enough. Alright, let's see how that looks.
Get down!
Whoa, okay, that did not work the same. Effect controls, put this at 150. That's what matches. Okay.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
wonder if it's because... See, that's starting way too... Okay, let me see what I did wrong. I'm stumped why it's doing that. Well, this is stumping me, but I can fix this.
Down.
Okay, that's closer to what I'm looking for.
Down. 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 Down.
That's probably closer to what it actually is.
Down. Down.
It's not exactly the same, but...
Get down!
Hostile away.
Down! Down!
Oh, I know what I did. I remember what I did. I actually slowed down the clip a little bit.
Down! Down! Down!
Because it also sounds different. Like, way different. So, with that in mind, I wonder if it'll let me go all the way back to... Yes. %, where the duration is 38 frames long exactly. So if I reverted it back to 100%, the actual clip is only 28 frames long. So that's where I screwed up. Got it.
Down!
It's, Alright, I know what I can do. We'll take this clip, put it to where it's not covering anything. We'll convert that to 75%. There you go. So if I remember, it was 10 frames. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 frames for when he's in view. So that right there should be it.
Down!
Hostile
Down! 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 Down!
His shot needs to come in faster, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost. Because if I go back to the original...
Out.
Nope. There it is. OG chatter on these streams, you are, maybe. Alright. Anyway, now that I've seen what it's like here... So yeah, the shots are like exactly synced. You could see it. So that's the way it needs to be over here. He's off by one single frame right there, so... And there you go.
Out.
Get
Down.
Hasta luego.
Down.
Hasta luego.
Down.
Hasta luego.
Out.
Hasta luego.
I think I got it.
Down.
Hasta luego. Feast on this.
Alright. Finally got that fixed. That was... that was a whole side project in itself. So yeah, not a whole lot of editing of the weapon review, rather more editing of the weapon intro. And I haven't even inserted the main edit yet. That was something I had to do because I made a mistake in the past. But to avoid that mistake, here, now, that cutscene needs to be part of that project. So here's what we'll do. Now that we have it the way we want it, we'll delete all of the transitions. Alright, and then we're going to... Wait a minute, I think I can make this... Yeah, I can make this snippet that I used. This is so much extra work, but it's just to prevent trouble in the future. I mean, as long as I have the clip in there, it should be fine. That's a source clip in itself. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not gonna do this side business. There we go. So that's the way it needs to be.
Hasta luego.
So now we're gonna actually insert the updated headshot right here. So this headshot right here needs to be updated, because that's from my older view. It's so fast it only lasts 15 frames, but that's all it takes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, let's see, yeah, in this project we're gonna here to save myself trouble in the future. Video project, or no, Resident Evil. There you go. I take this Magnum 4 MP4. Yeah, import that. That's definitely the headshot. So okay, so already it's much longer than its original counterparts. So it's right before the bullet pops off, it looks like. So, which is the case here. So I'm going to get rid of that old clip entirely, because this is a new clip and it's in its own right. So the sound is coming too late. So we're going to fix that. And unsync it just a little bit. The only thing is, this needs to go down in volume big time. Just a little more. Sounds good. Maybe just a little more. Just keep on watching through the headshots. Isn't it awesome? I believe. Can I? Super slow-mo. With the super chat in the middle of that. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't torturing for you guys. All right. Anyway, that's looking good. lost some frames right there. That's just my processor. And that's literally all I need to add. I could, for this weapon review specifically, incorporate like some dead aim elements, like that cutscene of him hitting Morpheus in the head. I felt like that in my older view when I did it, I didn't edit it very well, and I'm gonna leave it out this time. The headshot is all that's gonna get included. So now that that is successfully, so let me watch the whole thing one more time.
Okay, it's game time.
Don't lose frames though.
Get down.
Hostile away.
Feast on this!
Hostile,
Get down.
hostile away.
I just read. This is much louder than the rest of it, so this one needs to come down too. A bit. I never did bring it down. There we go.
Get down.
Hostile away.
That's too low. Let's try 5. Negative 5.
Get down.
Hostile away.
That's better.
Get down.
Hostile away.
Feast on this!
Alright, that's good. So, with that the way it needs to be, we're going to save that project and export this and update that MP4. So, YouTube intro, this one. Actually, before I do that, we need to go into this project. There we go. Okay, now I can go back here and export this. Ugh. Oh, I see. Won't let me. Okay, so I can't rename it the same thing since there's already, it's in this project, so it won't let me update it. Oh my god, I had caps lock on. There we go. This is exporting it into an actual file. With that in mind, I'm gonna Almost done, just 30 seconds. It's been like an hour of just editing the intro. Yeah. That's what I go through. That is what I go through. The only difference here is I'm talking while doing it. Alright, that's done. So, I'll close that. It's already been saved. So now,
Okay, it's game time.
Get down.
Hostile away.
good enough. Alright, so with that, we're going to easy peak file. Alright, just change that to 60. Alright. There we go.
Okay, it's game time.
What up, it's Shankster94, also known as THEGAMERSHANKSTER, and say a bunch of stuff. So I'll be courteous and provide you impatient scrubs with a timestamp to get straight to the weapon showcase. So to start, straight to the weapon.
I realized that I... Oh yeah.
And provide you impatient scrubs with a timestamp. With a timestamp to get straight to the weapon showcase. So to start, let me explain what I mean by remastered. This is simply a high-definition rendering of the PS2 title. This game natively runs at 480p standard definition. The fact that you're seeing it in 720p high definition is thanks to my...
Somehow all of these edits got undone.
high definition is thanks to my... In 720p high definition is thanks to editing.
Super chats come out of nowhere. It's shank time. Yeah, so yeah, we're finally back to editing the actual weapon review.
20p high definition is thanks to the PCSX.
I'm probably going to be doing this for not much longer. Probably going to end this in about 15 or so minutes.
High definition is thanks to the PCSX2 PS2 emulator that I have installed on my PC. This allows me to display the game much better than the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as your...
Okay, so this is what we originally were going to get into. So now... That's right. I was going to open it like this. Not my full plays weapons. Find the original dead aim weapon review. Here it is. There you go. Now I'm gonna save this project.
Previous review, however, you can move... See, it's not...
You'll see why I'm doing this in a second.
much better than the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing
Alright, I'm gonna zoom this in just a little bit. Right there. That's that's the way it was.
much better than the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. A snippet of here was recorded straight off of
Delete all speech impediment.
My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad, and my physical PS2 system. As you can see, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad and is rather tolerable, but if you grew up on standard definition like myself, oh my god, I gotta restart that. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of
So see that have to go all the way back there.
seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off thanks to the PC. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off. My original weapon review.
That doesn't sound as good, so I'm actually gonna keep the first instance that I say that.
My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad.
Right there is where I need to cut it.
Tolerable, but as you can see, it's off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad and is rather tolerable if you grew up on a standard definition. And is rather tolerable if you see it's not tolerable if you grew up on standard definition like myself. But in today's grew up on a standard definition. And is rather see it's not too bad and is straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad and is rather tolerable if you grew up on standard definition like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for definition like myself. But in today's tolerable if you grew up on standard definition like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for higher quality is myself. But in today's definition like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for higher PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of
I'm just gonna make a smoother transition here.
the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as
Okay, I'm gonna do something. Let me, when did I publish this weapon review? 2015, so over 4 years ago. So, I'm gonna put a little title here. Past. I'm gonna use notes. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. I'm gonna put it right in the corner up there.
the native PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of My original weapon PS2 ever could. My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2.
go.
My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad, and is rather tolerable if you grew up on standard definition like myself. But in today's day and age...
Oh, it nearly landed in Reading. Yeah, right. Because the only person these days who super chats is Wyatt, so that's the sound I'm gonna associate with it. And I also took a slightly different sequence from Resident Evil Vendetta. I also changed my subscriber notification. It's a GIF of the original Resident Evil 2 Liquor, but it still has Jack Baker says, "Welcome to the family, son."
My original weapon review of this game, as you're seeing a snippet of here, was recorded straight off of my physical PS2 system. As you can see, it's not too bad, and is rather tolerable if you grew up on standard definition like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for higher qualities...
That's not where it needs to cross dissolve, it's right here.
Like myself. But in today's... Like... Myself. But in... Like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for higher quality is ever present, and because I have the resources to do so, unlike back then, I might as well give you guys a visual upgrade, as well as a better... I'm
gonna check the gain of all of this.
Like myself. But in today's day and age, the demand for higher quality is ever present, and because I have the resources to do so, unlike back then, I might as well give you guys a visual upgrade.
This whole thing wasn't in the correct decibels. Some copy. There we go.
What up, it's Shankster94. Higher quality is ever present, and because I have the resources to do so, unlike back then, I might as well give you guys a visual upgrade, as well as better quality of content, because I feel like my visual upgrade, as well as a better...
Do you guys understand yet why editing happens to be the most boring part of content creating?
Might as well give you guys a visual upgrade, as well as better quality of content, because I feel like my style of reviewing has only gotten better. As well as better quality of content, because I feel like my style of reviewing has only gotten better over the years. If you're interested in watching that original weapon review at all, you can now find it on my TGS Classics channel. Now here's a brief rundown of how this channel.
Alright.
My TGS Classics channel. Now here's a brief rundown of how I showcase weapons in these reviews. I start by introducing...
So right here would be the start of another like editing maneuver that I've been doing recently. This is where I would start showing flashbacks of older weapon reviews in reference to the steps of a weapon review. That is going to be a whole nother process, and at this point I think I am slightly getting tired of editing right now, so we're probably going to call it here for day one of editing. I know, wasn't a whole lot of the weapon review itself, it was mostly the weapon intro and organization that I did, but that's okay, it's all part of the phase, so this was just day one. We'll have plenty of editing to do from here on out. So, I'd like to thank you guys who participated in today's live stream, and I will see you guys next time in next part of editing. So until then, this is Shankster94, aka The Gamer Shankster. Rate, comment, subscribe. You can follow my links down there at the bottom. Support me on Patreon. Shout out to Wyatt for being my one and only patron. And see you guys in another editing day. and of course, other things. Peace out.